Hey guys, welcome back to the Queen of Down Syndrome's channel. For today's question, I am going to answer how does the Queen of Down Syndrome learn best and what helps her focus? And if you have any questions about the Queen of Down Syndrome education inclusion, leave a question below and we hope to turn it into a video for you. So there's actually, I would say about 4 steps that I personally take when it comes to the Queen of Down Syndrome. And the first one is choice. I always give choices. Now, when it comes to subjects, there are 2 types of choices. The first type is a subject where the order is the order and you can't get out of that. And what I mean is math. You have to learn addition first, you have to learn subtraction, you have to learn division. When it comes to PEMDAS, everything stays the same. So how do I give a choice? It's simple. I look at my lesson before. Now, in every lesson, we have our critical thinking. We have our black and white equations, and then we have our word problems. And to me, once I teach the lesson, does it matter what the kids do first? No. So I let the queen have her choice in terms of how the lesson is going to go. She knows she has to finish the lesson. She knows what's included, but she has the choice to do the order she wants. Now, there are some subjects where it really doesn't matter the order that we learn. For example, let's take history. She can learn about tariffs. She could learn about the Constitution, and she could learn about the Founding Fathers. All of them are in our TPT store, links below. Anyway, she has the choice of what she wants to learn first. Or maybe she may choose 2 out of the 3 of them, or she may choose something else. But in terms of she has to learn American history, but she has a choice of where we're going, which direction, and how deep we're going into that. So number 1 is giving her choice, and she feels that respect, she feels that love, and it makes her want to learn. Number 2 is the prepared environment. Now, if you Google Montessori prepared environment, it looks a little bit different. I teach so many students, so many grades, including the Queen of Down Syndrome, and I have her home life, and I have my daughter who's 2 years old. So our prepared environment looks a little different. So if I know she's learning history, in her cubby, she has her history booklet that includes the unit we're learning. She knows on the shelf the unit that she will get if we do a manipulative. She has her pens, her pencils, and her review cards. Now, most of them are in 2 stacks. We have the class shelf, and then we have her stuff. And when I say, hey, we're learning blank, she knows she can take that out, and she knows where to get it. And in that case, she will come and learn. At home, it's a little different. At home, we have a cart, and on that cart, we change it, I would say, 2 to 3 times a year. She has her pens, her pencils, and a lot of it. So she feels that choice. Hey, I'm going to review subject A and B. I get to choose which pen I'm learning tonight, which color, which pencil. Is it a pen or a pencil? Am I going to do fill in the blank? I prefer this. She has that choice. It's all prepared. Now, she may choose to add some fun things to her prepared environment. For example, at home, her cart has colored pencils, so she chose to put her velvet art in that cart along with her learning materials. So it's not Montessori per se. It's very flexible in what makes her needs and makes her happy. And I can almost guarantee you when she's happy, she's going to want to learn more. The next is pre-teach skills. Now, I was a regular classroom teacher in a traditional classroom. I've had multiple students I've tutored. And when I was there, they would tell me, hey, pre-teach. And pre-teach, for example, let's say they were learning sight words, I would have to pre-teach that set of sight words. The kid would come in, oh my gosh, she's so smart, go back home, and then I'd pre-teach the next thing. And I started thinking, I'm like, if I'm pre-teaching the subject and the student goes to school and learns SMART, what happens if I got sick, missed a day? Does the student have the skills? And the answer was no. So I decided to reevaluate pre-teaching and decided to meet with teachers and say, what skills do you need? Oh, you're learning sight words, so maybe I'll teach a student phonics so they can sound out the words. Oh, in this case, the Queen of Down Syndrome learning history this year. Oh, they're learning history this year, so what are the skills? Oh, so we need to learn how to take apart an essay, but let's take it a step further. Essays are in science, essays are in history, essays are in ELA. So let me teach the tool of how to take apart an essay. In this case, she's learning DBQs. And then now when she has the skill, next year when it comes to the next subjects, it's just a reminder, oh, here's the skill, apply it to your new subject. So that's what I mean by pre-teach. I don't actually pre-teach, I pre-teach skills. So if I'm out one day or if I'm sick one day, she actually has the skills to carry over to multiple subjects. And the last is, I would say fortunately and unfortunately, the Queen of Down syndrome does have Down syndrome. And even though I've taken all the steps to make her the best learning environment, even if it's just one-on-one, she does get distracted and she does need prompts. So I actually, either myself or another teacher in the classroom would sit, I'd say, near her in the least restrictive way and kind of prompt her like, hey, what are you supposed to be doing? Can I remind you of what we're doing? Do you remember the steps, or do you need me to go through the steps with you? And over the years, by just keeping with this same routine of really just skills and prompting, along with her choices and prepared environment, has made her a really strong student. And if you want to see it, we will be posting a ton more content on our Instagram stories showing you how she learns this year. And yeah, it's just following this every single year. Some subjects and some skills do take longer. For example, with phonics, she learned at 1, 2, 3. She was able to read. Her class is doing sight words, and she was reading mini books. And they were like super impressed. Like, which sight words did you teach her? And I'm like, none. And then there are some skills, which essay and math, which has taken a really long time to learn, and we'll probably keep repeating it over and over. But it's about the repetition. So every year when I have to pre-teach these skills, knock out a step, and she's becoming more and more independent. So if you guys have a question, I am a classroom teacher for at least 8 years on my own, multiple years before that with others. I obviously raised the Queen of Down syndrome. I have a daughter myself. So if there's anything that you want to see or product you want us to make, let us know in the comments below, because this channel is here for you. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.